We believe that art and culture is a way of not only bringing understanding, but bringing people together, as well as helping to develop wealth. And we saw that from the beginning of the creation of Opa-Locka. It was about a film, art, and it was a fairy tale brought from a far land, creativity, entertainment, and its Moorish architecture and its founding on creating film was what attracted the earlier settlers here to Opa-Locka. And so we're just picking up from where we started.
With this project, I've been tasked to help master plan this inaugural Art of Transformation event as a registered Art Basel location this year, and tying together all the different pieces of the different curators and fusing it together into an outdoor experience, which sits in the midway point of 3 of the gallery activations. At the very start of this project, you know, all the creative leads were on a phone call about like, hey, what do we do? And the very first thing I said, and I think a few other people in the call were also thinking, is that nothing happens on Sunday of Basel. It goes from 1,000% to absolutely 0. That happens. And I think that when we started ideating, why don't we throw an Exodus event? And we're like, well, actually, that's perfect because the majority of people are exiting out of Opa-Locka through the executive airport because that's the private airport for Miami, and that's where the high-flying collectors and all the people are actually passing through this neighborhood already. And they can have some great food, experience some great art, and it's really something that's, you know, there's not too many cities that are curating their own special thing.
How do we tie the past with the present? What you're seeing now in this exhibit is a culmination of that, where we are not only looking at Africa, but also thinking about the artists who are living in the diaspora, because Miami is such a diasporic place. And so we wanted to root ourselves in Africa, but also to think about where Africa is, instead of just a continent, but also across the globe. Obviously, we're taking advantage that it's Miami at Basel, but I think more importantly for us is how do we engage our local community here in Opa-Locka so that they can be a witness to all this amazing stuff that is happening in their backyard.
Bon appétit!
I will be providing you with a very cultural menu to showcase African and Haitian cuisine. It's right up my alley because culture goes hand in hand with art and art goes with food. So this category ties in all together. And my setups and my food is based on culture. That's the first thing you'll taste.
It's a way to represent, you know, not only our culture, but the way we see life, and it is a testimony of the way we live, the way we feel about humanity and our own community.
You will see the 509. 509 is the area code, the telephone area code in Haiti. That's mean is a communication, always in communication with Haiti. My work represents everything for me. You know, this is a way I can communicate with other people. I can show the way I see things.
I'm really excited about what Dr. Logan and his team are doing to transform the city, but also the impact it can have on young people in the city. Seeing beautiful art inspire people, and I hope the impact of this show is that they are able to find the artistic side inside themselves, and maybe 2-3 years from now, when we have the next edition of this show, we can feature artists that are from Opa-Locka.
All the international people that are coming, asking me what I'm doing, what's happening. I go, well, actually, you should be coming up to Opa-Locka and you better see something at its genesis. And I think there's something beautiful about that, something raw about that, and something just eager for people to learn more about.
I think it means that we've arrived in a sense that our work, the people who are represented here in the various activities, be it the visual art or the performance art or the spoken word, the culinary art, and all that would take place over the next 3 or 4 days has gained the respect and interest that other types of communities and cultures have developed over the decades and centuries, and particularly over the recent years here in Dade County. We also recognize that the African diaspora, which quite frankly is what most of Miami is made up of, has its place in all communities, and the quality of its residents, of people who represent those communities, of the businesses, the community organizations, as well as the governments, not only are capable, but are deserving of getting their piece of the spotlight. And the only way we can continue to grow our Basel Miami Beach is with these satellite fairs, with these opportunities for the community, local artists, as well as international artists to continue to have spaces where they can show their work, sell their work, and tell their stories. I think in the end, we really do believe in the term art of transformation, because this is not just art for the sake of art. This is art for the sake of transforming place, people, and lives.